Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, April 5th, and we're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. If you ever want to know who you're trading against, just look at this overnight so far. Overnight high in ES and SPY, right up to the upper end of the lower distribution. The lower end of the overnight so far, M's low, right? Love trading all of M's range. Very mechanical stopping at visual areas. NQ, they didn't have a trend day, but they did have an afternoon rally high in I. Look at H in the overnight, right up to it. So very mechanical. And as far as righty goes, they actually got into their single prints a little bit in the overnight so far and back down. So the market is digesting inside of, for ES and righty, in the lower end of their distributions. NQ is trading right below their afternoon rally high. Again, I'm using it as a 3-day balance though, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So even if we take out yesterday's low, I'll still call this balance unless we take out Friday's low. Now, some people would consider it down. No problem with that. Obviously, if we take out yesterday's low, the goal for the bears will be to take back the rest of the trend day from Friday. Remember, NQ did that 2 days ago, right? So we'll see if they're going to follow suit in the S&P and try to take that back. We have a couple of gaps below us, very small, weak lows. And don't forget, ES filled their gap to the tick one day. SPY left theirs by a little bit. So there's some very visual areas to the downside if sellers are able to get going. Not heavy volume again. So the last 2 trading days, out of 64 trading days this year, the last 2 are the 9th and 10th lowest volume. So volume has dried up for the first couple of days so far, obviously, of this month. So we'll see if that continues. Again, it is a holiday week, right? The market is closed Friday. So kind of not surprised that the volume has dried up here a bit. Doesn't mean there won't be opportunities. As far as the game plan for this morning, well, quite simply, early on, the play would be a short against the overnight high and the upper end of the lower distribution. If they get above that, then they have a good chance of filling the single prints, and then you see what happens. Do they get acceptance into the upper distribution? So a short play there, maybe a short play against B's low from yesterday, but any acceptance inside of that, I would be out, because then by that time, value would be at least overlapping to higher. On the flip side, as far as a long, again, they front run overnight lows. I'd rather take the long against front running the overnight low than trying to front run yesterday's low, because yesterday's low to me, again, is not a big factor because I'm considering it balance. Some people might consider it, like I said, going down if we take it out. So between the overnight low and yesterday's low, that would be a very early long play just to see if we get a responsive bounce off of those levels. In the next 75 minutes, if we're to gap lower, well, then again, it would depend on the size of the gap. You'd be gapping lower into single print. So again, you'd have to put all that into context to see what you would want to do. And in the next 75 minutes, if we open above the lower distribution, then again, you'd have to see, are we able to get into the upper distribution? All early plays, again, you'll be getting this live, minute by minute, as a live webinar in the trading room. And then just quickly, on the chart, here's the daily. It's a 3-day balance for me. Okay, if we take out yesterday, 4-day balance. If we take out yesterday's high, we go back to up. So we're going to see if the bulls are able to go bull, balance, bull, or we're going to go bull, balance, stay in balance, and maybe eventually come out bear. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.